Well, good morning, everyone. It's Lauren here with the Pavement Ends channel. We are camping out in the Mount Baker-Snoqualmie National Forest area, right on the fringe, right near the border between that and some Washington State DNR land. It's a little later in the morning. I've just been loafing a little bit, and then something interesting happened when I went to start the rig this morning. It was dead. So something drained the battery last night, and I don't know what or if I left anything on, or if the batteries just decided now's the time to go. So right now I've got a little battery charger hooked up to it, and that's plugged into my inverter. You know, I got power. I thought I'd try this while I make breakfast, let it charge up. One of my other options, I'll try jump starting. I've got some cables I believe will reach from my battery bank up here to the engine. If all else fails, I'll just take one of the batteries out of the battery bank and put it under the hood. So it's not like I'm stuck out here for all time. And I thought it would be nice to cook breakfast while I'm waiting for the battery to charge. I want to eat breakfast anyway. But there's a little design issue I have with the 4Runner. I guess all vehicles are going this way, but you push this little button, push that little button up under there, and that electronically releases the latch so you can open the door. But when your batteries run down, no go, doesn't open. So breakfast is in there. Good thing my jumper cables aren't in here. So there's a tip: if you own a 4Runner and you fill it full of junk like I've done, don't put your jumper cables inside the tailgate where you can't get at it from somewhere else in the cabin, because you won't be able to get your door open to get your jumper cables. So mine are up in the front compartment. There may be something in there that's draining. I don't know exactly how this thing works, but it could be I just need to clean my terminals as well. They look like they're starting to get a little bit soiled. Time to clean this up under here. She's gotten quite a bit of splashing over the last couple of months. I've only had this charger plugged in for what, 20 minutes? And it's gone from 8.2 volts to 10.7 on the battery. So maybe we don't have to wait very long to get this door open and get breakfast. All right, well, the battery finally charged up just enough to get a little power to the door latch, so it's breakfast time, which came along at a good time. Oops. First order of business, I'm going to warm my hands just a little bit. It doesn't really feel like it's that cold out, but this little breeze keeps kicking up once in a while, so it gets a little chilly. I guess I'm using my 10-inch pan. I still haven't seasoned the wok properly. You guys may have seen in previous videos, I've been using that little single burner butane stove on my other adventures. And it's a great little stove, but butane doesn't perform very well when it's freezing cold. So just for local trips, I'm lugging the small propane cylinder and this cool little Cook Partner stove from Partner Steel. This thing puts out a lot of heat. boy, and so it cooks up bacon just nicely. Boy, look at that. Okay, well that's cooking up. Let's peel a tater. I'm going to take this potato and I'm going to cut it into real thin pieces so it'll cook up. I guess you'd call this julienne. Alright, well as you can see, we're planning a really healthy breakfast here. I'm going to take these taters and cook them right in the... Yeah, there's about a tablespoon, I guess, of bacon grease in there. And they're not going to be terribly attractive because these little burnt little tidbits of bacon in here. Okay. Now I'm going to add just a little bit of water because I want a little steaming action to help cook those taters. Alright, we'll let that run for just a few minutes. Okay, I'm going to put in some of these onions. Love me some onions with my taters. And I really like putting the onions in kind of more towards the end. So that way they keep some of their flavor. And they don't turn into little soggy lumps. I like a little bit of... I like things well done in some regards, but my onions, I like them a little bit on the fresh side. They just have a little bit more taste. Alright, let's cut up this bacon now. Actually, you could probably just break it up. Now, cut my eggs into it. And lastly, some cheese. Now this is not a heart-healthy meal, in case anybody was looking for tips on heart-healthy cooking. You've come to the wrong video, at least for today. We'll be doing some other more healthy cooking. Well, last night was pretty healthy. So Gordon Ramsay would be pretty upset with the presentation here. Well, he probably wouldn't even like the flavor, but you know what? This is camp cooking. Sometimes when I'm camping out like this, you just kind of, caution gets kind of thrown to the wind. There it is on a plate. Now we'll test it for palatability. Hot. You know, this may not look real attractive, but it's really tasty. You can taste the onions, potatoes, and of course the bacon. And you can taste the flavor of the onions. They're not all cooked to mush. All right, well, that feels good to finally get some food in me. Well, I don't know if you can tell, but it's starting to snow a little bit. I don't think it's supposed to be real heavy duty though. Okay, so I know it ran my battery down last night. You can probably tell. I was fiddling with that light switch last night, and I guess I forgot to turn the lights all the way off. So that's on me. But that's okay. It was a leisurely morning. It was plenty of time to get it charged up. But it's about going on 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm done loafing and reading and eating breakfast and lunch. It's time to head out. Well, thanks again, you guys, for watching and following along on my little adventures here. I do hear from some of you about how much you enjoy these things, and well, I do really appreciate hearing that, and hopefully you continue to do that with me. I love doing this, so just putting it on video is just kind of a little icing on the cake. I get shares with you guys, but I also get to relive the memories my own self. It's kind of fun going back and seeing what I did last year in some of those things. So I'll sign off now, head for home, and until the next adventure, I'll see you guys out here on the back roads.